All right, guys, back for the second podcast, Monday, October 30th, 2023. We just finished the UFC Sao Paulo preview. Really looking forward to that card, Marcel. I think it should be a good one, although during the show we ended up losing a fight, which really sucks. So Brandon Rodriguez off the card. But I digress. We have to talk about some other stuff here. UFC latest UFC news and fight announcements. Marcel, we had a lot of news last week. I think the best way to do this really is to, jump into the big news of the week last week, which we didn't really get a chance to talk about on the other podcast. Obviously, guys, John Jones is injured. He's out of the fight with Stipe Miocic. Stipe is also off the card, UFC 295. And in place of that fight, we have Tom Aspinall taking on Sergei Pavlovich for the interim UFC heavyweight title. First off, I think it fucking sucks that Jones isn't fighting. I was really looking forward to that fight, man. I think it's shitty. It's a freak accident, obviously, with the injury he had. It is what it is. It's MMA. We had lots of main events fall out over the years, so it's not like, again, until these guys step in the cage, you never really know, right? I was really looking forward to that fight. I really like the new fight, though. It's kind of sucks that Aspinall didn't get a full camp for this because Pavlovich has been training. He was the backup fighter for the card, so that's something to keep in mind. The odds makers actually, I believe, have Aspinall favoring. Let me double check. Tommy Aspinall is minus 130, plus 110 on Pavlovich. I think the odds opened the other way around, so Pav was the favorite, but the odds have flipped. Marcel, give me your thoughts on what happened here, man. Just overall thoughts.
I always have to think about, like, if Dana White announcing something with a video clip on his Instagram or whatever. He's like looking in the camera. What's up, everybody? It's UFC President Dana White. It's like he doesn't know he's talking in the camera and the microphone. But yeah, it's like. What can you say about it, man? Basically, I think it's a better fight, to be really honest, but I don't like it, and I will tell you why I don't like it. These two guys are going to fight each other for interim title. The winner won't fight until autumn next year, because those guys are going to wait for the winner of Jones Stipe, which is likely going to take place on International Fight Week 2024 now, and I think both guys will retire. So pretty much the guy who wins next week will become the actual heavyweight champion, I think, but has to wait to claim that title until July or August. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't feel it. I mean, this is pretty much made as an interim title because it's a pay-per-view, it's 30th anniversary, and they wanted to have an extra title fight on it, In my opinion, this is pretty much an elevated number one contender fight. The only thing that I like about it is that those guys get paid more because it's a title fight. You know what I mean? But besides that, I mean, it's still like, Aspinall, let's say Aspinall wins the fight. He's not going to fight in March in England when they go to London, probably, He's not going to fight in July in London, probably, So if Pavlovich wins, he's not going to fight until August, September. So, I mean, if you have like a short thing to think about, yeah, it's fun, But if you think of it long term, then people will say they can defend the interim title. Why the fuck would you defend the interim title, man? I mean, I understand if the champion is out for a long time, I understand, but this is different, It's not like you don't get the champion after this fight. You have to wait till the actual fight between the champion and the other guy happening until you can fight again, pretty much. And even when these two fight, I would say probably you won't fight these two because both probably going to retire. There's a big chance both going to retire. So this is pretty much for the actual title, but it's not an actual title until those two have fought. It's super stupid in my opinion. It's a fun fight, but I don't like how it is. I think Jones, and I understand that he doesn't do it. I understand the UFC don't want to do it. Jones should have relinquished his title, like Jamal Hill, like Jiri Prohaska, and fight the winner of Aspinall against Pavlovich. But I understand that he doesn't want to do that, and no problem, But that's the thing I have here, man. The thing is like, now it's a complete mess. Now you get that situation. Remember back in the day when Randy Couture was the champion, and Frank Mir was the interim champion, and then they did Frank Mir against Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira for for Ultimate Fighter, and then they let them fight each other. And before that, they had Randy Couture against Brock Lesnar for the actual heavyweight title. One event before that, and then Brock won. And then Brock and Frank fought at UFC 100, the rematch, and Brock won. So it's like, that's kind of the same thing I feel about. But hey, that's just me.
Didn't Renan Barão defend the interim belt a few
He
times?
did, but Cruz was out for a long, long time. And the thing is, like, that back in the day, the UFC wasn't like, oh, we strip you quickly. You know what I mean? I think for Frank Mir, it took 2 years with that motorcycle accident, remember?
Yeah.
So, and then Arlovsky was also an interim back then, and then it got overturned into an actual heavyweight championship. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't feel it. The thing that bothers me here is that the winner of this fight doesn't get to fight Jones against Miocic. You know what I mean? That's the main thing that bothers me. That the winner of this fight isn't guaranteed a shot at the title, but in the long term, they probably be the champion. You know what I mean? After that fight happens, but it's so stupid. You know?
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't disagree. Let's get some comments here. This is the Octagon updates. We got one from Glenn. Did Stipe get screwed? I mean, Dana is saying like, "Oh well, why would Stipe fight for interim belt and everything?" But like, and I heard Stipe's comments too. He said it like he woke up and it felt like someone kicked him in the nuts really hard when he got the phone call, which is fucking hilarious, Marcel, because I know you get kicked in the nuts before. You know how it feels. But I think he did get screwed a little. I mean, by the time this fight happens, it's going to be what 3 years since he fought, 3.5 years. Like
they should have at least asked him. You know what I mean?
Why do we even need to see this fight anymore? Like, it's just 3.5 years later. Like, Dana's like, oh, it's a legacy fight. It's the greatest heavyweight of all time. I'm so fucking tired of hearing this. Listen.
Because the UFC banks in on casual fans. And
the UFC's, but they fucked up because they could have had Francis. And Francis and Jones would have been the fight.
Yeah,
and that's still the fight, which is funny because it's actually still the fight. I actually think even though Francis lost to Fury on paper, Marcel, don't you think that fight's even more interesting now against Jones?
Of course. But it won't happen, you know? You know it won't happen, so...
Yeah, I know. What's the point of talking about it? What's up, fellas? It's true. What's up, fellas? Although we talk about hypothetical shit here all the time.
Yeah.
What's up, Joe? Joe, hey, man. Hope you had a good day at work, brother. But, go back and watch the preview. Aspinall said UFC told him Stipe didn't want to fight any other than John. Dana said they didn't offer Stipe interim. Stevie said UFC didn't ask him to fight anyone. The UFC, Dana lied, probably. He just probably didn't ask him, right? He didn't lie. He just didn't ask him. And he didn't say he asked him, to be fair. Dana just said, like, why would we ask him? They probably didn't ask. They probably just like, nah, fuck you.
Well, yeah, I think Dana said it was disrespectful to ask him to fight for an interim title.
I mean, but maybe he would have said yes because he's been training, right? So maybe he would have been like, sure, I'll fight Pavlovich. Like,
no, you know what it is, dude. They don't want to lose that Jones-Miocic fight. That's it.
But like,
for you and me. For you and me, it doesn't. I don't really care about it, you know. But
Jones is out at least 8 months with recovering from his pec surgery.
Yeah.
And then, you have to imagine his camp is 3 more months. He's not going to fight for another year. Like, this fight's not going to take place for a long time. So,
I know.
Yeah. Second time, backup fighters are back in the fight. You're supposed to back up. I don't get it either. Same with Gamrot, right? That was the fight you're talking about. Like, it's very bizarre. How would you feel about Pavlovich, Miocic being for Bacon Belt? I mean, it probably should happen. Jones has fought, one time in the last 4 years now, and he's out again. So, you got to love Jones. He's one of the best, or he is the best of all time, probably. Sure. But, I mean, they play favorites. The UFC plays favorites.
All the
legacy fight means they're sacrificing Stipe's legacy and plays John. Yeah, once Stipe gets submitted for the first time, it's not going to look good on us. So, anyways, I say we get into some fight notes, Marcel. Let's pull this up here.
There weren't a lot, dude. There weren't a lot.
Sorry,
there weren't a lot. So,
for fight announcements, I know. Well, we do have this one. This is a good one.
Yeah.
Steve Erceg and Alessandro Costa. So I would have picked Erceg over Schnell. I think I'll still pick him in this fight, but I think Costa's actually a harder fight. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know, dude. If I pick him, I think Costa has a good chance to win the fight.
Yeah.
Plus, Costa was supposed to be there, right? Because his teammates Diego Lopez and Lupi Godinez are on the card as well.
Makes sense.
I'm not sure. Listen, man, Erceg, fun fight. Hey, Alexa Grasso commented.
Yeah, I know. Awesome.
Yeah.
Your girl.
She's amazing, man. I mean, who doesn't love Alexa Grasso, right?
Is she taken, Marcel? You would know better than me.
I have no idea, dude. I have no idea.
I think all those Mexican guys probably at the gym probably want her, though, I would say. We got our boy Phil Hawes taking on Brunno Ferreira. I mean, Ferreira should knock him out, right? Wouldn't you imagine?
Yeah, I would think so. Battle of the Blondes. Yeah.
Phil Hawes has no chin, dude, unfortunately. I think it was his nickname, No Hype. It should be No Chin.
The funny thing is somebody replied, is it really his nickname is No Hype? I was like, yeah, of course. I wouldn't put it there if it wasn't that.
Like who was even hyping this guy up? Listen, he actually has really good striking. His striking's his Muay Thai is really, really good. He trains in Thailand. right?
Yeah, remember when he came on the Ultimate Fighter that he was like, yeah, he's the next big thing. He is like John Jones's training partner back then. Remember that? And then I think he lost to Andrew Sanchez in the to get in the house, and Andrew won the show. Obviously,
Yeah, that's true. I beat Khalil when Khalil's like, "Mom, shut up." Remember? His mom's like, "Come on, Khalil, get up off the ground. Shut up, Mom." Too fucking funny. And then we just talked about this one. I think is that it? Was that it? Was that the yeah? We talked about this fight, so that's it. Fuck, that's it, eh? We have no.
Yeah, and then you got still Bobby Green, Dan Hooker in the works for Austin, and Saruki and Dariush in the works for Austin, but it's still not done deal, you know. So I don't know when they're gonna announce these events. You know, it's like a fucking December, early December.
I don't get it. Like, and then we're hearing now it's gonna be Armin and what's his name, Dariush for 5 rounds too. So like, are they gonna switch?
No, it's co-main.
They're doing 2 5-round fights on the same card.
No, it's just 3 rounds. Dariush.
Is it? I thought it was 5. Okay.
No, 3.
I thought Alex said it was 5, but maybe I could be wrong. Green and I think that should be the main event over Green and Hooker, though, don't you? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely it should be the main event, but I mean, yeah,
they should both be main events, don't you think? Both those fights. Really, when you think about it, like, because Hooker and Green, it is.
Listen, I like Hooker and Green, but I don't think it should be really a main event to be really.
Well, Armin, but compared to Armin and Dariush,
yeah.
No doubt. Okay, so maybe I got my thing confused, but yeah, I mean, I feel like Dariush and Armin should be main event. Hawes would be a beast. Like, what's up, Jason? Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Hawes, remember against was it Chris Curtis? He was lighting him up, and then he got brutally finished. So Hawes and Dylan Corner. Oh yeah, that's true. He was there. Thoughts on Gaethje saying willing for a title shot? I don't understand what Gaethje's doing. Ali's giving him shit advice right now, in my opinion. I think this is the fight to make. Gaethje Gamrot for a 5-round fight, or you put it co-main event on some pay-per-view card or something. Or they do him in Holloway or something, you know, for the BMF title. That would be a good fight too. I get it from Gaethje's perspective because this is going to be his last title shot. So I get it. You know, if he has to wait a year, then he has to. But I just think it's a bad idea because I'll tell you why, Marcel. Because he's going to have to wait for Charles to fight Islam. And then I'll tell you right now, guys, if Conor beats Chandler, which I think it's going to happen at UFC 300, right, in April. I think that's been the plan the whole time, to be honest with you. They've just been lying to us. If Conor wins that fight, which he has a chance to, I think Conor gets the title shot against Islam. So I think – I'm not joking. I think he would. You don't think he would? You know he would.
Yeah, but he's not going to win. Yeah,
he's not going to win, but don't you think he would get the title shot if he beats Chandler?
For sure. Of course, they're going to try that, yeah.
Do you think they'll keep that fight together, Chandler? Or you think maybe the UFC will pay Chandler some money and then they'll give Conor someone else? What do you think?
I don't know what they're gonna do. I really don't know.
I hope he fights at 300. I do want to see him fight again. It's just
would be a fucking waste, man, for Michael Chandler if he doesn't fight him. You know how long is he standing still right now?
He's been out for a long time now. Yeah, since last November since he fought Gaethje, right? Do you guys think Gaethje's worried about Gamrot's style? Yeah, possibly. And Gamrot's good, but like again, Gamrot did lose to Dariush. Everyone's like acting like he's like this unbeatable guy. Like he just lost 3 fights ago. So don't get me wrong, Gamrot's great. I mean, he could definitely, you know, on any given day, you know, be competitive with all these guys in the division. But yeah, what's the UFC game like? Haven't played it, but
it's fucking ass.
It sucks.
It sucks. Yeah, it's really bad. You got like
what system do you play? PS5?
PS5, yeah. You have literally like 2 new fighters, and you have to pay for one. You got to pay for Fedor, and Muhammad Ali is for free. And those are only skins. They don't have the how do you say that? The style, you know? They have just the skins. So you got like a random MMA fighter they put in their skin, and they don't get the real style of the fighter. The career mode is fucking repetitive. It's like the same thing as last time. Even the same gym, like Davis MMA with the same coach. You got like the posters which are hanging around the octagon in the gym are the same posters that were hanging around in the last game. You know, not even updated ones. You got still the Zhang against Jessica Andrade hanging around. You know, and Usman against Covington 1. What else? I mean, the only fun thing is like you got those doctor stoppages because you can cut somebody.
Cool.
Yeah, and then they come in and sometimes he stops it and sometimes not. But it's like, listen, man, it's fun, but it's like really the blood is really like overdoing it. You know, if you got one cut, not your whole face is like under blood. You got like here something leaking or something, you know. And sometimes you're fucking Darren Elkins, you got your whole face, yeah. But it's a little bit like it's too much, and I'm just not a big fan of it, you know. And for me, it's like I want to fight with new fighters. You want to fight with fucking Jilton Almeida. You want to fight with Bryce Mitchell. Who else? Jeff Neal is not in the game. I mean, like, and now they're gonna add Mike Malott, Ian Gary, I think, in January. Charles Jourdain. They still don't have top 15 fighters in the game, man. I mean, I like Mike Malott a lot. You know, I like Charles Jourdain a lot. Ian Gary, he should be in the game. But I mean, Jeff Neal is not in the game, for example. You know, and also a lot of fun women fighters are not in the game, dude. I mean,
Like Lemos, right?
Sorry,
Lemos.
Yeah, I think she is in the game actually.
Oh, she is.
For
Okay.
I think Yan Chonan is in the game, for example.
I know she's supposed to be added though. I did see that. By the way, I think it's fucking jokes that our boy Alex, he kind of fucked. Like he asked Dana a good question. But he also fucked up because he forgot like who wasn't in the game and who was in it. Because Dana's like, who's not in the game, and he's like Paige and like some other people like Bruce Buffer, Dana White. And then he's like, who's not in the game? And he I know he tweeted saying, yeah, I fucked up. I forgot to like have the full list because, like you said, there's a lot of like Mazar Evloev is top 10 in the world. He's not in the game. Like, how do you not have you should have every top 15 ranked fighter in the game, right?
At least. I even think top 20. You know, that's what I
don't see. Honestly, Marcel, why can't you have every fighter in the game?
Yeah, I don't know. And the thing is, like, they don't do the special styles they have. You know, they just have the skin, so you can put it in the game. In my opinion.
In for instance, baseball, there's like 30 teams times there's 26 guys on the team. Yeah. What is that? 20? Yeah, it's like 800 people almost.
Dude, what do you think about
the roster?
What do you think about football? What you guys called soccer? You got like
thousands, right?
You got like a squad for like 30 or 25, 30 people per team, and they're like hundreds of team on it. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? So it's just, I mean, it's not, it's really like UFC 4, but a little bit, it's like UFC 4.1. Okay, that's pretty much what it is, you know.
A couple other comments here. Marcus, any updates on women's 135? I mean, I'm guessing it's going to be in Toronto, probably Pennington. And I'm not looking, I don't care about that fight at all. I don't care. I don't care about this division. Like, Myra Silva was like, you know, the big, like a surprise, and then she, you know, gets caught for Adderall, you know, gets that win taken away. We're going to say, I started yawning, right?
Tomorrow, Dana White, official, no, I'm just making this up, official announcement. He comes on, what's up, everyone? This UFC president, Dana White, and we have a massive fight for Toronto. We going back to the Scotia Bank Arena on January 20, and we bring the women's bantamweight title for the vacant belt. It's Juliana Pena against Raquel Pennington. He's kind of like that.
That's funny. It's more comments here. No, it's okay. When Connor fought Floyd, the UFC took 50%. I mean, Connor made a lot of money. They both did. Game one decision against Turner, if he injured himself. Yeah, kind of like, I mean, it was a split decision against Turner. That's true. Marcel's right. Muhammad Ali throws John across the set week.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God. Gamrot took Turner fight. Yeah, okay. Why did they give Gaethje only striker? Giga had to only strikers. It's more fun that way. Thoughts on Barrio being ranked 20? I mean, listen, I like MAB because he's Canadian, but I mean, I don't understand why he got Chris Curtis. I don't think it's fair. Let's get this comment. 20 off MMA excuses mentioned Adam Johnson Hockey News. So yeah, have you seen this video? Have you seen this?
No, I don't know the dude, man. But
have you heard what happened or no?
No, what happened?
All right, I'll play the video for you guys. Now, warning here, you know, guy doesn't die in the video, but he did die. I'll play the video. Yeah. Basically, what happened was this dude was playing hockey in England, and he got cut in the neck with a skate blade, and he died. So watch the video because it looks intentional, bro. Look at this. The guy like kicks him. Look at this. Watch this. The guy in the red kicks the guy in the white. Look at this. Bro, it looks like he does it on purpose. Look.
That's horrible.
Watch it all. Like, doesn't it look intentional, guys? What do you guys think? Look at this. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't want to say it looks intentional, but it does look intentional. Yeah.
Roundhouse, like he fucking does a side kick to his face or his neck. Police are investigating it now in England. They're investigating this as a potential homicide, I believe. I mean, to me, it looks like he did it on purpose. I think most people on Twitter now are saying, yeah, it looks like, because this is not a hockey move. Like, if the guy slipped and fell and they kicked his skate up, it's one thing, but like, I don't know, man. This is weird to me. Like, it looks like he kicks him. I don't know. Anyways, that's wanted to show you guys. The video, it's not fun to watch, but this is in the news right now. There's another video where you can see the blood starts pouring off his neck right away. It's not in that video, thankfully, so I can show that on YouTube, I think. But yeah, it's not good. It looks to me, Marcel, it looked like he did it on purpose, but I don't know. I just hope that guy's family can, live the rest of their life in peace, because my God, Marcel, that's a bad way. That's a shitty way. That's a bad way to die, bro. And I agree with you, Joe. Joe, doesn't look like you don't see anyone on the Flyers doing that, Joe. And if they did, they'd be kicked out of the league. I mean, first off, and second off, they'd be suspended, and third off, I do think we've seen in hockey that hockey is an interesting sport, because you ever watch hockey, Marcel? You ever
no, not often. I like it when I see it, but it goes really quick,
So in hockey, it's a fast sport. So hockey is Canadian. It's Canada's national sport, and I've watched it my whole life. I'll be fair, to be honest, it's not my favorite sport anymore. It was when I grew up as a kid. It's not my favorite anymore. It's still a sport I do watch. I'm a Maple Leafs fan, but one thing about hockey is it's one of the rougher sports, right? You can actually fight in hockey. Between hockey and MMA, boxing is the only sports where you can fight. You can actually fight and get away with it. It's a rough sport. I've seen guys get injured. I've seen guys intentionally get hurt. There was that guy Todd Bertuzzi years ago. He punched the guy in the back of the head, and the guy hit his head in the neck. I can't remember his name. God, what was the guy's name? God, I gotta see the guy's name. But I think he got investigated by the police too, because there's a certain point where what was the guy's name? Steve Moore. That was the guy where he his career ended. I think he broke his neck. He punched in the back. He hit his head, and then he broke his neck. Yeah, he actually did get criminal charges, assault charges, and a civil lawsuit. So I think in hockey, there's a certain amount of violence that's expected, but at the same time, this is too far. So it looks like you said, Marcus, it looks like he kicked him. Sorry, go ahead, Marcus.
You got that that goalie in hockey, and I think in the late 80s, early 90s.
Malarchuk, yeah, he got cut with a skate blade. Yeah.
And he got also that blood on.
He didn't die, but he should have died. To be honest, he's lucky he didn't die. I'm not saying he shouldn't deserve to die. I'm saying that kind of an injury where you cut your jugular, you usually die right away. So Clay Malarchuk's lucky, and that's the first thing I thought about. So you've probably seen that. That video's famous.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. Who should Delize fight next? He was supposed to fight Canyon, or Canyon's injured. I don't know. Who should he fight?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. And also I think what was that also last Saturday? I think right after the Ngannou Fury fight, Matthew Perry got found.
Yeah, Matthew Perry died. Former Friends star. He's actually part. Well, I wouldn't say he's part Canadian, but I think his mom is Canadian. Actually, he's part Canadian. He went to school with Justin Trudeau, which is interesting. The current prime minister. His mom was, I think, the press secretary for Pierre Trudeau, who's the most famous prime minister in Canadian history. So Justin, Justin Trudeau? He's the
of course.
Yeah, he tweeted saying I remember playing in the schoolyard with this guy, because they were friends, friends, right? The show.
Yeah.
Friends is not my favorite show, I'll be honest. I think you're a pretty big fan of the show, right?
I like it a lot, yeah.
Yeah, you're a big fan. I mean, it's one of the most popular shows out there. Or it's not on anymore, obviously, but it was I'll be honest, man, just the amount of times I've been to hang out with some girls and stuff when I was a single guy. I mean, I'm single again now, but before I got, my last relationship, I used to hang out with girls, that I'd meet and stuff. And I go back to their place and you pull up Netflix, they always pull up fucking Friends. So you're sitting there watching it. And it's a funny show, don't get me wrong, but it's not my favorite show either. But yeah, it was definitely, I couldn't believe it. I saw a picture. Did you see his last picture on Instagram? Did you see the picture?
Yeah.
So do you think the headphones, he was listening to music and it got electrocuted? Is that what you're thinking?
I don't know, man.
That's not a good idea. Don't bring electrical things into the pool, guys. Even a headphone, it's not a good idea, But I also heard maybe it could have been cardiac arrest in the pool, where he had a heart attack and died in the pool too and drowned. It's just sad. It's really sad. He's only 54. It's very young.
Yeah.
Delize Costa would be good. I agree with that. Actually, even Delize and Kamza, but that's not happening. I missed this comment though. A bomb squad may. I don't think so. Does it? Bomb squad? That was wasn't that Jones and was it Desmond Green was there? I think it's some other name. Right? When may be better if all players were promotion? Yes, probably. It'd be better if it was the NFL or the NHL or whatever. Probably, yeah. Update: Imavov, Rosenstrike, Yanez. I said it right. Imavov, No idea. Rosenstrike, I don't know. And Yanez,
Rosenstrike won't fight this year anymore.
Yanez is out for a while, right? Didn't he get injured? He broke his leg or something. Or not, I don't know if he broke his leg, but didn't he get injured in that fight? Or something in his...
I don't know anymore.
Desmond Green, someone's asking about. Green actually did kill someone. He actually did kill 2 people. You know that, right?
Ooh.
Desmond Green.
Yeah, with the car thing. Yeah, of course I know.
He was high, and I don't even think it's alleged. Let me double check. I don't want to say anything wrong here because I don't want to get sued. But let's see here. He did go to, yeah, he went to jail. He killed 2 people.
After that, he signed with ACA, I think.
Yeah, he was. Wow, this is crazy. Oh, wow, it's terrible. Arrested, jailed, 20 separate charges, 2 second-degree counts of DUI manslaughter, 4 third-degree felony counts, DUI. It's terrible. It's terrible, man. Terrible.
I got a picture with him, man.
Where?
In Rotterdam.
I gotta be honest, bro. I don't really like this dude. I gotta be honest with you, man. Like, I mean, what he did, I think, is just something you can't come back from. He's fighting again. I don't know. It blows my mind that you could make the decision to get behind the wheel, impaired, and then you still get to live your life while the other people don't. He's saying he's trying to clear his name, but I don't know, man. I'm just trying to see here. Yeah, Marcel too does. Okay, the trial. Okay, so he hasn't been convicted yet. Let me just be clear. It looks like he hasn't been convicted, but I know he was charged with that shit. That's weird. It hasn't been convicted. It seemed like he was under the influence. Again, I just want to say the right thing here because I don't want to get in trouble here.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it. It's like,
no, I don't think it's a wrong thing because it was a DUI manslaughter case.
Like, but you don't want to say anything that isn't true. That's why I say maybe we shouldn't go too deep into it.
Yeah, no, we won't go deep in it. But yeah, I mean, the facts are that he was involved in a car crash where 2 people died. He was alleged to be under the influence. He was given a bunch of things, and I don't think he has his license yet. Anyways, I think that's enough for that. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the guy after that. Let's see here. McCann has a fight booked. I wonder against you. I don't know who's available in the top 15. It'd be someone in the top 15, right? I would imagine. Who gets the title shot for Ankalaev, Bilal, or Merab? Bilal.
I would say Bilal. I don't know. I would say, listen, they want to keep Merab as far away as they can from Sean, and they really don't like Ankalaev. So yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. Anyways, we'll take some more questions, guys. Sorry, I'm just reading something. We'll take some more questions. If anyone wants to throw them in here. No, Marcel, here's a good one. We haven't watched it. We still haven't watched it. We've been doing the podcast. When do we get a chance to? No, that's funny. Yeah. Anything else, Marcel, you wanted to say?
Let me think. Did you see Cage Warriors last weekend?
No. There's some good knockouts.
It was a triple nut shot.
Oh God! What do you mean, like triple nut? What do you mean, like you kicked him 3
times? He got
again?
hit in the nuts the first time in the first round, then in the first round again, and the second round again, and then it got stopped. Was a no contest.
Right. Yeah. No, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Yeah. I think I don't know. I don't see any more questions. I think we can end the podcast. But no, we appreciate you guys joining us. Obviously, a lot of fun, and we always like doing it, man. We always love doing it. So appreciate you guys joining us. Yeah. We'll be back next Monday, guys. We'll be we're recapping UFC Sao Paulo, breaking down UFC 295. No Jones and Miocic, but we have 2 other title fights we break down. So, again, guys, we appreciate you guys all joining us as always. And, yeah, have a great week, everyone. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.